Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new New York Lottery $3 match for cash ticket. And this is part of the October 2023 series of tickets coming out in New York. This is not your typical number match game. It's actually a symbol hunt game. And it looks like you're looking for, this is your main play area, and you're looking for clovers, horseshoes, bags, and banks. And if you find at least two of one of these things, that's how you win. And hopefully you'll get 3 or even 4. There's one additional symbol that you're looking for, a $sign for an instant win, for an instant $10 win. And then there is a multiplier spot up here where you can multiply your winnings. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the New York Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.34. And looking at the prize structure, nothing too crazy stands out. I do think that the top prize is a little bit low. I mean, it's always worth thinking about, is your wager worth the top prize at the odds that it's being offered at? And so you're paying $3 for a $60,000 top prize, which is pretty low. Typically we see like $150,000 there. So less than half of what you normally see. And then the odds of winning it are super long, 1 in 2 million. Yeah, I really question whether the wager is worth the top prize at the odds that it's being offered. I would probably not play this unless I just really love the play, how the game plays, and thought it was really fun. I guess the other thing that we'll mention is taxes. So in New York, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 32.82% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect this top prize right here. So instead of a $60,000 top prize, I'm going to view this as a $40,308 top prize. So, that even makes me, it's even less appealing to pay $3 for basically a $40,000 top prize at 1 in 2 million odds. In Georgia, we have a Fantasy 5 lotto drawing, and every now and then that drawing will get up to $1 million. And the odds of winning that, it's a $1 ticket. The odds of winning it are like 1 in 800,000. So basically, when the jackpot gets up that high, you would pay $1 for a top prize of $1 million at odds of 1 in 800,000. You can kind of compare, and this is way worse than, that situation. So, yeah, definitely not too crazy about the wager and the top prize and the odds. But when you run the numbers on this game, you find that the payout comes in between 62 and 63%. Just go ahead and spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the $2 video, this is way less than the payout on the cash word ticket. That, to me, that seems kind of backwards when you have a more expensive ticket with that has a lower payout. So I don't like that they did that. The payout should be a lot higher than this. As a matter of fact, we look for a minimum of 70% for any ticket that comes out. This is way less than the minimum we look for. And there's no reason for a state to ever put out a ticket less than 70% payout, because states can make plenty of money in that 70% range. So this is just, it's just super greedy. It's the New York Lottery, once again, treating its customers badly. So I don't like this payout. I would not play this ticket based on this payout. The other thing that we need to mention is that this payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not very many people are going to be winning, which means not very many people are actually even going to see a 62% payout on this game. So what we want to know is, what's the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be hitting those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $40 prize level. And so, you have a lot of the prize structure, like all of these prizes right here are basically out of reach for 99% of the people who are going to be playing this game, which kind of stinks. I don't like to see like this many prizes that are exclusive just to the lucky 1%. I think it just hits me the wrong way. But if you're just an average person with average luck, when you win on this game, you're going to expect to win between $3 and $40. And even there at the $40 prize level, the breakdown is about 68-32. So about 68%, more than half, of these $40 prizes are available to the average person with average luck. But there are 32% that are going to be included in this top 1% of prizes. And so you've got, a huge portion of the prize structure that is included in just the top 1% of prizes, and it's really hard to hit a top 1% prize. If you want to know the odds, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 434 tickets. So you're in over $1,200 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. And when you are lucky enough to hit that, it's either going to, most likely, it's going to be $40, $75, or $100. It's going to be really, really hard to get anything above that. And so that is important information to know. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract out the value of all of these top 1% prizes from the number you saw earlier. And that's going to leave us with just the value of the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of the people who play this game are going to be stuck. And when we do that, we find out that the payout for the bottom 99% of prizes is just a little bit over 55%. And so, once again, like, this does not reach the minimum payout for the bottom 99% of prizes that we look for every ticket, which is 60%. And the reason we look for 60% is that in that 60% range, you're winning. Like, if you buy a handful of tickets, you're winning enough money back to where maybe you can go back and play again a second or maybe even a third time. But when you're down here in the 50% range, you're losing your money so fast that it's, you just lose it all at one time. And to me, that's not very fun, to just lose everything all at once, which is what happens. These are really tough tickets for the average person. Now, here on this page, we're tracking the increases and decreases in New York $3 tickets. The match for cash data point is all the way over here on the right. And so you can see it's basically even with the $3 ticket that came out in July. Line them up. So just a tiny bit more valuable than that one. Yeah, I mean, at least the value didn't go down, I guess, but these are all like super low values for $3 tickets. So none of these are good. They're all kind of like garbage tickets. But if you look up here at the top in green, we have, I'm going to say the words the best. These are not good. I guess the least worst ticket of all the ones that we've looked at on the channel so far. If you're playing $3 tickets in New York and you're looking for overall value, you would want to play the Cashword X15 ticket that has the most value, even though it's still really, really low. If you're looking for odds, Cashword X15. If you're looking for friendliness to the average player, Line 'em Up had a payout of 55%, which was a little bit higher than Match for Cash. And so this is still really, really tough for the average person, but it's the best that we've seen in New York. And then if you're more of a high roller and you're looking for a better top 1% prize when you are lucky enough to hit one, the Cashword X15 ticket would be the one you would want to play. And then we're also keeping track of top prizes over here if you're interested in that. Now, here on this page, we are going to be ranking New York $3 tickets based on overall payout. The Match for Cash ticket is here in second place, so quite a bit less valuable than the Cashword X15. So yeah, unless I just really loved the game, definitely wouldn't be playing it. Here we are ranking New York $3 tickets based on 99% payout. Match for Cash again in second place, a little bit behind Line 'em Up. And then here's where we get to compare across states. So you can see New York, bottom of the list, and this is pretty typical. Basically every category of tickets, every price category, New York is dead last. And so I don't know why New York is so stingy with their scratch tickets, but one of the purposes of this channel is to educate people on what your state is giving you as far as payouts. The states keep these numbers secret because they don't want people to know how bad they're getting ripped off. And New Yorkers are getting ripped off the worst by their state, which is really a shame. But you can see Texas, not as bad as New York. California has quite a bit more value. Florida, and then up at the top, we have Georgia, 69, 71. These are still not good numbers. These are still low, kind of ripping people off even here at the top of the list, but a lot better than 62, 63%. So we got to look at the top and ask, if Georgia can put out $3 tickets at 71% payout and make plenty of money with them, then how come New York is putting out $3 tickets at 62% payout? That is a 9 percentage point difference. And when you're talking about 9 percentage points on a scratch game, that is a ton of money. Because it would be really easy for just one game to have 10 million tickets as a part of it. And if you have 10 million tickets at $3 a pop, that's 30 million tickets just for one game. And nine percentage points, that's almost $3 million. It's like $2.7 million that the Georgia lottery would be putting into the hands of its players, that the New York lottery would be sticking in its pockets and doing who knows what with. So that is a huge amount of money. And when you ask why would New York do that, there really are no good answers. The bottom line is New York needs to do better. Its customers deserve better. And, we need to educate as many people as we can so that they don't waste their money on these trash tickets that the state is putting out. Now, here on this page, we are comparing this 99% payout across $3 tickets. And once again, Georgia at the top. We only have a couple of tickets here in that 60% range. So $3 tickets just in general are really tough for the average person. New York lottery at the bottom. You're never going to have, well, I don't want to say never. It's really hard for a ticket to have a good payout for the bottom 99% when the overall payout is really bad. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets that we've looked at on the channel so far. You don't see any $3 tickets on this list, and 62% is really, really far from even, sniffing this list. So you can pause that and look at it if you want to. And then here, bottom 99% payout. Once again, 55% way off from making this list, but we do have some $2 tickets, or at least we have one $2 ticket on the list. So it is possible for these low boy tickets to make this list. We just need states to do better. And so, that is it for the New York Lottery $3 match for cash ticket. It looks like a fun concept, but the payout is just really, really low. New York treats its customers so badly with the values that they're putting out on their tickets. So please don't play these. Please tell your friends not to play these. If you want better tickets, like Massachusetts has such good tickets, take a drive, go to Massachusetts, pick up some tickets, and have fun scratching. But please, please stay away from these low value tickets. Email the New York Lottery, tell them that you know what the payout is and that they need to be embarrassed of what they're putting out. But that is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.